Hey guys, welcome back to Aviassembly. Today, we're going to be building a massive cargo plane. Now, this cargo plane needs to be able to carry 2,500 storage spots. Now, what I mean by storage spots is, if we go to edit plane, these guys up here. Currently, we're on 85 with just a cockpit. So, let's see if we can come up with a plane that can both take off and fly with 2,500 cargo spaces. Okay, so we're going to take a page out of either Airbus or, I guess, Boeing's book with their belugas. So, we're going to go ahead and extend this guy backwards to around here, and essentially, we're going to be making it taller and also wider. So, let's go ahead and bring it up by a few. There we go, and make it wider by only a few. I want it to be rectangular. And then I guess we actually move this up to there. Okay, I mean, that's crazy, but sure. There we go. Shove that on the back and extend it backwards. Now, as you can see, we're only up to 746, which is more than definitely not enough. So, extend this guy backwards, try and make it to about 1,000 before we put the back on. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and make this guy a little bit tinier. There we go. We'll make it round as well. Awesome. And then I guess we actually put the tail on there. I don't know. This feels weird. All right, shove that up there like that. Good. Shove this guy in here. And let's extend it backwards a bit and make it tiny as well. There we go. Okay, and okay. So that's kind of how we're leaving the body. Maybe if we move this guy upwards a tiny bit, that would look better. Yeah. Okay, that's how we're leaving the body for now. And we can carry 1,111. Okay, that sounds good. Alright, so what are we going to do now then? We're going to go to wings. We're going to go to delta wing. And we're going to shove it on here. Now, we are going to mirror this. So we're going to have it on both sides. And we're going to have lots of them. Yeah, mount them like directly behind each other. And move them forwards until they connect. We're then going to do that over and over and over again. This will give us a bunch of lift. And I suppose it'll be something to attach the other fuselage to. Yeah, you heard me correctly. We're adding more fuselages. Alright, one last wing has to go on here. So let's go ahead and grab it. There we go. Shove it onto there like that. Move it forwards. And bam. There we go. That is a lot of wings added to the side of this thing. Now, unfortunately, one of them hasn't been mirrored, and I believe it's this guy. There we go, we got it. Okay, interesting. So, with all of those guys on there, we now need another fuselage to go on here. We're going to make it much bigger, obviously. And then we can go ahead and have more storage. Okay, make that much bigger as well. Awesome. And let's go ahead and make this long. There we go. Okay, grab it, shove it backwards to like here for now. Alright, good. And then we want this on both sides. We're almost at 2,000. Okay, I've added another piece to the front of this. It's going to be extended forwards. Obviously, we're going to have to bring it to a point. So let's go ahead and do this guy like so. Excellent. Do another one. There we go. And bosh. Okay, we've brought it to a point. Now on the back, we need to do a similar thing. So let's go and extend this backwards. And make it tiny. There we go. Okay. Angle it up into the right area, sort of, like this. And there we go. 2,477. We are so close. There we go. We did it. I mean, it looks interesting. I think it'll work. Okay, so I don't really want this thing to be a speed demon. I just want it to fly. So let's go ahead and use a few of these jet engines to hopefully power us into the air. Now, the issue is, they might not be able to do it. But we will see, I guess. Alright, line that up with the line. There we go. We're going to line this one up with the line also. Okay, currently 4 jet engines. I don't think that's enough. Alright, let's go ahead and shove one of them on the rear as well. Up here, sort of like this. Okay, that looks interesting. And then we're going to go and add the wings in the center. So, big tail fins. Let's go ahead and shove those guys up there. We're going to go with big tail wings on here as well, on the sides. I kind of want them to go so they're straight, though. So I'm going to have to move it backwards like this, and then move it inwards like that. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Okay, but we can't leave it with no wings on the sides, so that is the next thing that we're going to move on to. So we're going to shove a wing there. We're going to continue adding these wings back over a little bit. I need one more. One more. There we go. And we're essentially just going to be moving them into each other, just like we did at the start. So move this guy in, move that guy in, and I guess upwards a little bit. There we go. That looks pretty cool to me. I like it. Okay, so landing gear is going to probably be a huge issue here. What I'm going to do is add a few landing gear actually on the wings in the center. Yeah, and in fact, I should have them in a line. Yeah, let's have them actually line up, because otherwise it's a bit weird. Alright, so shove that one in line with those guys. There we go. I need to move it slightly to the side so there's actually a gap there, please. Oh, come on, what's going on there? What's going on there? There we go. That looks good. Awesome. And then we're actually going to go with two of these guys at the front. But clearly, we're going to have to move them upwards a little bit. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Will this thing be able to take off right now, or do we need more engines? That's a good question. Okay, landing gear can in fact support us. Let's see if we can move this beast along. Here we go. Oh, we're out of fuel. We ran out of fuel instantly. Yeah, you know what? That does make sense because I didn't add any extra fuel. And to be honest, that is something we do need to add. So these guys right here, we're going to try and add them next to each other, but not actually. You know what? Let's integrate them into each other like this. We will be moving these into the internals of the plane in a second. But there we go. We're going to add a few of these and that's fine. What we then need to do is a test to see if we can take off again. And then we're also going to do a test where we add something that weighs a lot of money, but weighs a lot, but doesn't actually help us. In fact, is there anything that even does that? How heavy are batteries? They don't weigh anything, do they? Yikes. Alright, well, whatever. Let's go ahead and move these guys into the beast now. There we go. Keep moving them in. And we might need to add more engines. There we go. Currently it weighs 296, by the way. Yeah. I might want to make it weigh closer to 1,000, which is crazy, but yeah. Here we go. Let's see if these jet engines can get us in the air. Come on. Alright, we're only up to 20 speeds. 23, 24. There's no way we get this into the air with these engines. Nah, there's no way. we cannot get the speed to get into the air. Okay, so where else can engines go then? I guess we could actually add maybe 2 right here. I don't want it to look too crazy, like we've got too many engines though. So that's kind of what I want to go with, something like that. And move this one slightly to the right. Okay, now we've added 4 more engines. Can we now get past... Oh, here we go. That was a little bit faster, but we're only at 28, 29, 30. Can it take off? No. Okay, we need to do some modifications then. Alright, so the thrust on these jet engines is only 40. The thrust on these ones is actually 65. So what I'm going to do to try and boost up the speed is add one of these to each of the main engines. There we go. So each of these guys, like that. There we go. Move this guy backwards. Awesome. Yeah, so we're getting some extra boost from these. Okay, I've only added an extra 4. Let's see what happens now. Oh, yeah, we got up to speed at a decent rate that time. But we're only going 50. Oh! We are in the air! Oh, no longer in the air. Now we're in the air again. Landing gear up. Okay. So it can fly. It can, in fact, fly. That's not good enough, though. It needs to be better than this. Alright, guys. I've added extra wing length, and that means I've actually added extra engines. This thing has way too many engines for me. And I actually feel like I want to hide some inside the beast, to be honest. One of the problems we got, though, is that these engines on the wings are a little bit lower than the ones under the wings on the other side. So they actually touch the floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to hide some of these engines so it doesn't look too crazy. All right, here we go. So with the hidden engines, let's see if this will now take off. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it seems good so far. The honest problem that we're having right now is that the fuselages on the wings do actually touch the ground. We can't be having that, so we need to change it up. Okay, let's do it. So grab this guy, do this. We're going to bring it down by like 3. There we go. That does lower our max limit there, though, and that's a problem. 1, 2, 3. Okay, excellent. But what we can do is extend this guy backwards until we reach a decent size. There we go. Gonna move these guys as well because I want to, so those are gonna go back there. And we're also gonna extend these guys backwards too, so there we go, almost. There we go. There we go. 2,502. Okay, can we now take off? Please say we still can take off. Yeah, they're not touching the ground anymore. At all, actually. Yeah, didn't touch the ground once. Didn't even tail strike, not yet. Come on. Oh, I can't actually. That was weird. I couldn't actually take off properly there. But we are in the air now. Okay. It still looks a bit bizarre. But that's okay, I think. We're going to need more engines, because I don't think this thing can carry weight yet. Alright, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add fuel. I'm going to be adding these big external fuel tanks until this thing weighs 700. Okay? We're going to need more engines. But yes, 700. Once it weighs 700, we're going to go ahead and attempt a flight. Okay? Hopefully that's all good. I don't know how much the radioactive waste normally weighs. In fact, I have no idea. I should go check that. And then maybe we can try and do a flight where we can carry a few of them. That would be great. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't expect this to be so many. These things only weigh 2, and I have put as many of them in here as I can possibly do, really. Realistically, I can put as many in as I want, but we're up to 506. Now, that's pretty heavy. Okay, so apparently the explosive waste only weighs 40? So we are way over that at 500 anyway, so I think we should just go with this. We might need more landing gear now, and I don't know if we're going to be able to even take off. But let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, we're only going 20. That's not good. This is like a taxi speed. We're not going to be able to get in the air with this. We need more engines. Okay, guys, I've added 10 more engines. Let's see what happens here. 2 of them are on the outside. The other 8 are actually internal, so you can't really see them. I still don't think we... Oh... We can't quite get this into the air. Nah, we can't. I think even with a bump of a hill, I don't think we're going to do it. No, we need more power. Here we go, 4 more engines. Is this going to be able to do it? Please say it is. Come on. Lift. We're doing some tail dragging. That's not good. We're so close to being able to take off. We are so close. We get to a speed of 44. Oh, come on. Let's add like a few more engines in there and that will be it. Okay, let's do it. So jet engines, we're going to add 6 more jet engines. There's 2. There's 4. And here we go. That right there is 6. I don't know if this is going to work. We're adding more weight every time we do that, but here we go. Come on. Pitch. 3, 2, 1. Pitch up. Oh, it really wants to take off, but at the same time, oh, dodge the tree. Okay. Modify the landing gear. Okay, we need to modify the landing gear. Let's shove it all on here. So there's 1, 2, 3. I need more. We need more landing gear. 4. Okay, so that's quite a lot of landing gear right there. It's all a bit wonky, but that's fine. We got 2 at the front, which need to be lowered now. By quite a bit. Yeah, or these guys all need raising up. So I'm going to raise them all to that level right there. Because I feel like it makes sense to do that. So raise it up to that level. And then this one, raise it up to, again, that level. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works. The front lower wheel... Oh, no. They are actually... Is that going to be the same? No. Okay. They're all pretty much level now. Here we go. Pitch. I can't pitch it. I can't change pitch. I can't do it. Okay, okay. Right. If that's the issue we're having, okay, let's add some tail fins to this guy right here and the one on the other side. Here we go. Big tail wing. Bam. Same on this one right here. Big tail wing. Bam. Alright, let's see if that'll do. If not, we'll add some to the front as well. Here we go. Yeah, we've got rotation now. We got rotation. It can't get it in the air. We need more power! Or more wings. Oh. Come on. We're going 50. Oh, come on. We're going 55. We're in the air. And we're going 50. Okay, 49. 50. If we can maintain our speed, we are severely underpowered. But if we can maintain our speed until we get to a good altitude, that'll be fine. We're still climbing. We're getting faster as we're climbing. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. The takeoff was not glamorous. But guys, our plane is in the sky, and we are currently flying it. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to try and climb until we reach maybe 1,000 altitude, and then I'll level off and we'll see how fast we can actually go. Currently, we are aiming directly up at the sky, and we are still gaining speeds, gaining altitude, and a little bit of speed. Our speed is dropping now. Okay, let's start leveling ourselves off a little bit. Our speed has gained a bunch. Yeah, we're at 53. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and turn around and see if we can land this thing. I feel like that's also kind of something that a plane needs to do. Okay, don't lose altitude too fast. That would be bad. We're going 93, guys. Oh, not anymore. But our max speed currently has been 93. Let's set a waypoint so we can see where we're flying to. And then we'll do a landing. Okay, so although I didn't want to use the fuel as fuel, I wanted to just use it as weight. We've actually used a lot, and realistically, we didn't go very far. So, that's not great. But yeah, this plane would probably be able to do the radioactive waste mission easily. Double, or even triple, or even like quadruple the weight. Oh wow, that was a bad landing, but we did it. There we go, guys. We actually successfully took off with 2,500 cargo capacity in this thing. Beautiful. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching whatever the heck this was. And if you guys have any ideas on something that we should build next, let me know in the comments down below. Also, I need to keep reminding, thank you to the members for becoming members. You guys are awesome too. See ya!